Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? And welcome to Absolutely Amani YouTube channel. We are back with another episode of The Hot Seat. Now today we are talking Verzus. Oh my god, 1.2 million people tuned in last night to watch Brandy and Monica on Verzus, and it was iconic. But you know, today in the hot seat we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about the shadiest moments. I'm gonna give you guys what I thought to be the shady moments of the Verzus. But then we also gotta talk about the Boy Is Mine performance. Was y'all feeling it? Did y'all not like it? We are talking about it today. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can show your girl some love. But we are about to get into it, so stay tuned. So I want to start off just by acknowledging how iconic this moment was and how, you know, it is. You got two vocal queens that dominated the 90s that came together to perform many hit songs. I mean, like, I was so surprised by, like, it was just hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. And I wasn't born, like, I mean, I was born during that time, but I wasn't, like, listening to music or anything. So I'm sitting here taking notes, like, oh, I'm adding this to my playlist, I'm adding this to my playlist. Like, there were so many things that I heard for the first time. So I'm just like, oh, I like this song. Oh, I like this song. And I think I came into it Team Brandy because I remember Moesha, Cinderella. Like, those are some of the things that I remember. So when it came to Monica, I wasn't 100% sure besides, like, So Gone and You Should Have Known Better. I mean, I knew Angel of Mine because that one's a classic. But they had so many hits. And just to look in the comment sections and to see so many people like, oh my god, this is my song, oh my god, I remember this. Sick. It was crazy. So the Verzus kicked off with some special guests. Michelle Obama was in there, but you knew Barack Obama was probably watching too. Joe Biden slid through, but then Kamala, she jumped in and she was like, you know, on the screen or whatever, and just, you know, shared her appreciation for them and how much she was a fan of their music. But then there was also this emphasis on making sure you go out and vote.
We're doing this for when we all vote. It's so important.
Which all of y'all should be doing. All of y'all should be doing. Get registered to vote. Make sure you got everything ready. But so that was that. I keep the tension in the beginning, even in the beginning when it was like, oh, like, should we announce Kamala? Like, do people know?
Yeah, let's. I don't wanna like spoil it. Go ahead, Monica.
It was awkward. Like, Brandy told something. Go ahead, Monica. Go, say it. Monica looked at her like, I don't answer to you.
Go ahead, Monica.
Oh my god, I was like, this is not the first couple minutes of this live. And I remember texting my friend like, did you just peep that? Like, what is going on? Like, they not even on the same accord. It looked like they didn't want to look at each other, but it did get better throughout the Verzus. Thank goodness, because I was like, this is off to an awkward start. I was saying like, oh, that's not shade, Amani, you tripping. Here's another shady moment, and you can't deny that this was shade. It was when Brandy was singing "Change Is Gonna Come," and Monica left that girl high and dry out there singing. Watch.
It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's out there. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. But I don't know what's out there. Come on, Monica. Beyond the sky. Oh, yes it is. I believe that.
I do too.
I believe you could have joined in a little more.
Brandy talking about something, you could have joined it a little bit more. That is what took me out. Y'all, I did not know Brandy was this funny. Like, girl, she's talking about something, you could have joined it. That was the part for me. That was it for me. Well, that moment, I actually wouldn't say that's shady. I think it was just more funny than anything. Cause, like, you know, I don't think it was shady. I didn't think she didn't want to sing with her. I think she's probably didn't feel like singing that song. Who knows? But the other moment that we got to talk about is when Monica was performing her song Sideline. And Brandy was feeling a type of way about the cussing and, you know, the word. And it was just funny to watch them play it out and, like, just go back and forth about using this word. Check it out.
let's leave the word out because there are millennials.
I can't. I'm gonna give him
That was it for me. I mean, Brandy put on her voice. She looked Monica dead in the eye and said, listen, can we not use this word? There are millennials here. They're young people. Can we keep it clean? And Monica going to go, dying. Like, I don't know if I could count these moments as shade necessarily, but you can see there's a slight disagreement, but they both were able to laugh it off and just kiki. So literally right after that, it was Brandy's turn to go and play her song. So she was just saying like, you know what, I'm gonna clean it up because, you know, we're a group. And Monica was like, who's a group? And this was shade. This was definitely shade. Watch.
all my girls been through it. Go ahead, your turn.
No, my turn. Yeah, because I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit. I gotta clean it up for us because you know we low key a little group right now. We're group.
We are not a group.
Today, are we gonna be a group when that dun 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 come in? You know, we a group then.
That was shade, Brandy. That was a little shady. Basically, what she was saying is, you'll know when that doom 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 doom. That was the Boy Is Mine intro. When that intro come on, we are grouped in. I'm not sure that's hitting to like this old beef because like when I was not really around to be in this 90s beef that they had, but from my understanding it sounds like, you know, it was kind of like a marketing strategy. You know, they both were on the same age, they both were like really dope, and it just made sense to kind of pin them against each other, which I feel like is stupid, but it sounds like that actually it got real. Like it started off marketing and just like it really became a real beef, to the point where I heard that Monica punched Brandy in the face. Like, that's real beef. Now, The Boy Is Mine, from my reading, it sounded like they weren't even cool when they were doing that song. And they only performed it one time at the MTV VMAs. That was the only time they ever performed that song. That's how thick the tension was. So I felt that shade that Brandy threw.
You know, we a group then. Okay, so
I think that it's just naive to think that these two women, with the level of beef that they had and the fact that they haven't spoken to each other in so long, for them to get on here and be girlfriends and braiding each other hair, like that's not to be expected. At the end of the day, there was a moment, they both are icons, and yes, it made sense for them to do a Versus together. I like the fact that they got the job done. Like, that's just the way to explain it. They got the job done. They wasn't embarrassing themselves, they didn't fight, they didn't throw jabs, like they just did what they came to do. And there were some moments where they were cool and they kind of okay, hee, and there were some moments where it was like, you're getting on my nerves, and that's to be expected when you got two women that are just not fond of each other. However, I gotta get into this The Boy Is Mine because I was disappointed. I was so disappointed because I thought it was gonna be vocals, I thought it was gonna be the boy, like neck roll, all of that. I didn't get none of that. There was 1.2 million people tuned in. 1.2 million. That is the record. They have broken the record. And I promise you, every single person was on there because we wanted to see a live performance of The Boy Is Mine. And I feel like what we got was not what we ordered. Like, what was this? They were not really vibing. They weren't really singing. They looked like they didn't know the words. I was just like, oh my God, I did not know that I spent 3 hours, because this was a 3-hour Versus. 3 hours for The Boy Is Mine and for it to look like the way it did. Oh my God. I was just throwing my hands up. I was so mad. I was like, Zoe video captured me perfectly. Here's his reaction.
Say that he wants you. Well, I'm the one that brought him to special places in my heart. It was my love from the start.
Like, dang, we spent 3 hours waiting for y'all to perform this, and like, I mean, that's not what we wanted. But I think knowing the history, now understanding the history, and that they've only performed this song a handful of times together, that explains why it looked the way it looked. And I think we should all be happy that they were in the same room together. They let that record play, and we should just be thankful for what we got at this point. But I'm with y'all. I think that it could have been a little bit more better. I would have preferred to hear more vocals. I would have loved to hear them sing the song, like actually perform the song. But you know, it is what it is. We got what we got. We should just be happy We should just be happy for what we got. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I definitely want to hear from you, so make sure you comment below. Let me know if you thought it was shade. Like, am I tripping? Was it shade? Was it just being funny? And let me know what you feel about the Boy Is Mine performance.